All right, Mayweather McGregor. As you know, I'm back, by the way, just in case you tuned into this video first. Joined by Zac, as I mentioned. We'll say every clip. Great job. Both. I don't want to discredit JR as well because he's not on the clip, but I did tell him when I came in this morning. And of course, as you guys know, the OG TYT Sports host Rick Strom is back as well. So we've got the A team, man. If we were to put together 1, 2, 3, we have 5.
Yeah,
we have a good team.
That's it, right there.
Where would you play if we had 5? That's 5. Like what position?
Point guard.
You be point guard? Yeah.
Put you and JR down low.
We be low,
right? And then we got Jason. Rick and Jason on the, because you know Jason can jump, as he said. Yeah,
he said he can jump out the building. Yeah. This is exact words.
So we just throw alley-oops to him.
So because I'm a little taller, am I going to be in the post? Because I don't know if I'm very good at that.
Yeah, you could rebound.
I would take rotations as just being. I would need someone to be my Chris Paul if I was going to be DeAndre. You need to carry me.
Of course.
You need to just give me so it's unable for me to miss.
Oh yeah, the leadership. Yeah, it would be right there. We could take down a lot of networks.
I think we could. But Jacory's about to come in. Jacory will come off the bench.
He's like,
Jacory, you can start ahead of me. I'm gonna give you that. And that's just solely because you're a much better basketball player than me. And that's nothing to do with the fact, Jacory, that I'm Scottish. There you go. Because he stood up and looked at me with
because the Scottish basketball team.
And Bart would be better on me in the post as well because he's got a lot more strength than me. Yeah, he does.
He's anchored down.
All right, Mayweather McGregor, it's been ongoing. I've been in across the other side of the pond, and it's just as crazy there.
Were you? You said you went to London. Were you?
Yeah,
were you there?
I wasn't at the press. I was there the day before. But people are still talking about it there. Yeah.
Crazy packed and everything.
It was. There's a lot of hype around it. A lot of Irish, of course, with the close vicinity, travelled across to go to the press conference. And I'll just share my opinion off the bat. It's a circus. It is a circus, and I'm excited for the fight, regardless of what I've stated many a times, where I think the prediction is along with everyone else. I think other sports hosts, as in Rick, is so assured that Mayweather is not going to be touched and is going to win so clearly. I don't think it's as cut and dry as that, seeing that just the sheer fact that he's never faced Conor McGregor before, and Conor McGregor's fearlessness, I think, makes him a danger to anyone. But regardless, I still think that Mayweather wins the fight, and I think that it goes 12 rounds
comfortably.
And I think and I stated this, by the way, also mentioned this, True Geordie podcast. I made an appearance on that. It's blowing through the roof. That will be up sometime this week, I believe. So I stated on this, we talked about it. If McGregor gets past 3 rounds, it's a win for him. It's a win. Like in terms of he gets past 3 rounds and that isn't made to look like a fool and still goes through comfortably and is throwing shots at Floyd Mayweather, I think that it's a win for Conor McGregor and it's a loss for boxing.
Okay,
that's my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think McGregor, and it's the same thing. It's almost like I'm saying that it's going to be a loss for boxing regardless, because I think that Floyd Mayweather is going to win in 12 rounds. But it's just because I don't see Mayweather adjusting his game plan just because he's out there to prove a point. I think that he's going to be professional. He won't care whether he wins in points or whether he wins by knocking him out. He might talk the big talk in front of the crowds, but the guys went 49-0 from being the best defensive fighter in the world. So McGregor's going to be the aggressor, and I fear that as a McGregor fan wanting him to come out swinging in this, I'm also a realist, and I think that he might suffer the same problem that he did against Nate Diaz in the first fight.
And just get worn out.
He might get gassed.
Yeah.
But what's been happening aside from the ongoing circus, we believe there's a video that is it now your new favorite video you've seen?
I watched. You told me to watch it, and I had no idea what to expect. But this guy, he's just a master, I guess you could say, Photoshop whiz.
He's like, catch me if you can.
Yeah, he makes these fake passes to get into the Mayweather-McGregor presser in London, I believe, right? He's English, I think. And just he sneaks through the entire building, gets all the way backstage, and he's literally within touching distance of McGregor when he walks out, and he said that was his dream. And we'll throw the video up, and I think we could put parts of it in or whatever.
It's a long video.
It's like an 11-minute video of his whole journey, and I like throughout the whole thing, he's just like, oh, there's Dana White.
There's Dana White. Yeah, he walks by,
walking right by him, and then he just like he slithers in with the McGregor, with the Mayweather bodyguards, and it was just incredible. But
and he literally walks out as Conor McGregor walks out with these one of my favorite songs to come out to, Foggy 2, by the way, with McGregor, but the remix of Notorious B.I.G. But either way, you can take some of the, obviously take a word for it, but here's some of the video. We can't show it all because it is 11 minutes, but credit to the lad. I mean, you've got to have some balls to do that.
We're back. So I got a text from a mate yesterday saying that the McGregor-Mayweather press conference is coming to London, and I didn't know that. I don't have a ticket, but I'm going to get in today. Oh, and we're off to a cracker of a start here. This bloke is Floyd Mayweather's driver. Shout out to you. He posted this photo of all their passes. So we got the promoter pass, and we got the guest pass, which is yellow. So I'm going to make both of them because it's not that much difference, just the colour. But I reckon I'm going to use the promoter one because when you're rolling with the big dogs, I want to be able to get in anywhere. So I could replace his eye with a nipple. Yeah, that's happening. That's staying. Nipple eye Floyd is staying. Oh, you Captain.
I'm just recording an album. When I do tracks, I like a card album. Follow the words of a wise man. When I work with artists and shout them, don't wanna work, get round them. That's why I made 2 albums, because I got 2 fan bases.
Also, definitely taking the little £4 earpiece. That'll do. VIP, glitter bomb. Not sure what that's from. Glitter bomb VIP, earpiece. Got 2 passes. It's mad. So I get to London, park up, walk around the outside of the building, just scoping it out. And I see this bloke from one of the other press conferences, part of Mayweather's crew, and he's like with 8 other people. So I push up behind this 7'8" geezer whose arms are like the size of my legs. Literally just push up behind him and just roll straight through security behind him. So once I'm through, as far as anyone else is concerned, I'm part of the crew. So I'm latching on like a little weirdo at the back, just like following them around, and I know they're definitely like, they're gonna get back somewhere. So yeah, all was going well until this bloke says. So I bail from that because I'm stood next to like 10 other people with actual real ones. Next thing you know, oi oi, Mr. Dana White comes out. Hello. So yeah, I walk through this door, somehow it's open, and I'm like, yes, sorted, home and clear. That looks like he's going backstage. Get all the way through my yellow pass, happy as Larry, look at me. Get to this next door, and so I just went down this entrance. The guy, very nice security guard, just said, only promoters pass allowed. Well, I have that in my pocket, so.
Yo, I'm not street, but the streets, I'm a little in that. Never smoke weed, I just sip so lean, got my bitch in the back. Japanese, I'm Gucci, lips so sushi, it's criminal. Whisper my name like a prayer to a god. You were never quite sure you believed him. Twisted, restrained, stay gifted. Crave it, you're late, they missed it.
So at this point, I'm ringside, VIP, everyone thinks I'm meant to be there. So there's a few things that I want to tick off the list. First one is a photo. Photo ringside, clench the fist, boom, photo done. Number 2, chat to some of the Irish. You can hear them chanting, screaming, loving life. I want to know what these passionate folk think about Mayweather.
He's doing 2 now. Mark Mayweather. And Mayweather's a bitch, Doug. Mayweather's a bitch. Floyd Senior's a bitch. They're all bitches. They're all done and under.
So after that little insight, I want to do my new Irish mates proud. I want to walk out there with McGregor. I duck 1, duck 2, and follow 2 of Floyd Mayweather's cameramen down the corridor. Now this wasn't going to be easy. Oh shit, there's Dana White again. Hello mate. No, anyway, I could get jumped at any point for being on the other team. But I prevailed. All the countless hours I put in, copying, pasting, cutting out bits of paper, buying a new laminator from Tesco's, all led to this moment. I'm thinking about becoming Irish. Dual citizenship, is that possible? I had made it, and there I was, stood next to my cauliflower-eared hero, my little Irish pocket of gold. And I was going to walk out with him and fulfill my dream. The commentator called Conor the former UFC featherweight, and it annoyed him, and it annoyed me too. I was now part of this crew.
mean, I think I've seen videos like this before where people sneak into like Coachella and they sneak into the Super Bowl with the press passes. Like, at one point, like this is like a serious security issue. I mean, anybody can sneak in.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
The only thing that I think is it's amazing, right? And he's doing it so that he can show people that he's able to do this. But at what point does this guy, like, because it's been on Lad Bible, it's been everywhere now, so I'm sure people are now looking out for this kid, right?
Yeah.
Because he's basically putting a target on himself.
Can he get in trouble like after?
I don't know.
Can the police be like, we have video of you doing all of this crap?
He won't be able to get into anywhere associated with a Mayweather-McGregor fight anymore. I don't think he will,
you know,
because
the same thing with
I challenge him to prove me wrong. I mean, that would be unbelievable for him to see.
It's not even like he snuck into the event itself. He went through multiple doors and back doors where people just looked, oh yeah, just wave right through here. Yeah,
and the thing is, Jason and I have been to these events, of course, and we've seen several times like how strict security can be. But there's a brief tangent for a brief story. Is we went to the McGregor-Alvarez fight, and our press seats were sky high, like bird's eye view. Great seats still, we could see it and we could embrace the atmosphere. But it was my first Conor McGregor fight, and I wanted to get the full Irish experience. Yeah. So I took Jason's pass. It was a little bit better than my pass. I just had the seat pass, but he had you could get into certain areas, but you couldn't get ringside. There was no way. So I just walked in as the masses were going in to try and watch the fight, and I just kind of, Lady Luck smiled upon me as I just flashed it really quick past the usher, walked down to my seat. But everyone was standing on the road at this point, so we're all standing waiting for McGregor to come out. I'm enjoying it. I'm singing and chanting with some of the McGregor fans. And then the usher comes back and says, all right, everyone take their seat. So everyone fans to one side, all the seats are taken. Everyone fans to the other side, all the seats are taken. But at the corner of my eye, I noticed this lovely older lady. She's sitting there and she's got like a mink scarf around her. So she's clearly just
some money.
She's got some money. Yeah. She's sitting there. And there's an empty seat next to her, and she looks at me and she goes, no one's been sitting there. And I just was like, the light shone upon me. This is meant to be. I'm here. And I just sat there.
That's when you knew it was meant to be.
And that's when I knew. And she got an earful of my many screams and joining in with the chants and everything else.
She probably regretted it right then.
She definitely did. She's like, this guy's spitting on me. He's shouting a lot. Yeah. He's shouting a lot. But it was an unbelievable experience. Nothing prepared me for that. It was, as I mentioned when we came back, so you're dragging a football audience that I think is like a soccer fan base into a UFC atmosphere, which is even more masculine.
In the video you see, he's like the guy, he's like talking to all the Irish fans, and they're like, F Mayweather.
They're
like,
mental.
They are just going ballistic.
That one guy next to the ring shouts, F the Mayweathers, 9 times.
Counter. It's like, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it's absurd.
Oh my God, insane. But how excited are you for the fight? I've not had your opinion on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll talk about it more with the if it's out of control or amazing, but it's like Mayweather and McGregor, they're perfect for this. Yeah. Because they both, like, I think we talked about it earlier, they're both the exact same in and out of the ring. Yeah. Super cocky, super arrogant, usually back it up. I mean, there's this whole thing going around that McGregor's lost 3 times. He only lost once in the UFC because of the disqualification, so he's pretty much undefeated. But in terms of the actual fight, I don't know if it's gonna be any good, to be honest. I think it's gonna be McGregor chasing around Mayweather for like 4 or 5 rounds until he gets super tired, because the only chance McGregor has to win is just a knockout punch. Yeah, so but even that, I've heard that, like, you know, his sparring partner says he's getting his ass kicked, and he's like not even close to Mayweather. Yeah. As much as I dislike some of the things Mayweather has done in his past with everything, and as much as I would like him to see, you just can't dispute that he's just one of the best technically sound defensive boxers ever. Yeah, and against McGregor, who's never even been in the ring.
He's got a wicked left cross, but that's on people that aren't preparing
with MMA gloves.
Yeah, with MMA
gloves are
gloves.
a little bit different.
Yeah, so. And there's people that are not preparing to solely go in. Like this is one thing that has to be understood: is McGregor is able to land so many punches in a UFC fight because they're having to worry so much so about being defensive, preparing for kicks, for takedowns, everything else. So their focus is not just on protecting himself from punches. Yeah. It's everything. Yeah. And McGregor finds it a lot easier to maneuver himself, and he's got a very long reach against those that he fights. Mayweather's smaller than him, but Mayweather has fought against guys bigger. I know people are out there saying, oh, he's never fought someone like McGregor. Well, I said that. That's why I think he should be a little bit more wary. But if you want to watch a Mayweather masterclass, go watch his fight against Canelo Alvarez. Canelo throws everything that he's got.
And that's one of the best boxers in the world.
One of the best, and one of the hardest hitting. And people are saying, oh, McGregor hits harder than anyone. Canelo Alvarez has got a wicked punch, and he couldn't even touch Floyd Mayweather. So who knows what will happen?
And I understand everybody said, you know, once you get into the ring, it's 2 men, that's a fight, anything can happen, but like, you know.
But I think that's downplaying just the art of boxing as well.
Yeah.
Like Mayweather is an artist of defensive ability.
And if it was a UFC fight, MMA fight, no question.
It's not even. It's 15 seconds. So his legs broke. He's going to go for the part of his body that Mayweather has never been able to defend.
McGregor definitely has been getting under Mayweather's skin a little bit.
You think so?
I haven't seen Mayweather like that at pressers, where he's just, at least maybe the first 2, he was very flustered.
Yeah. I think
so we'll see.
We'll discuss it in the next clip, which is going to be whether it's out of control or it's amazing. So come back, subscribe to TYT Sports, all the good stuff. Check us out.